afterwards, I've taken off the electrical. Basically, what's left to prep is to tape everything off, and walls have already been cleaned. When you paint your walls and you tape them off, you want to make sure you use painter's tape. I prefer the inch or the 2-inch thick paint tape. That way you don't have to sit there with the little 1/2 inch and do a couple rows. It's just a waste of money when you can buy the thick ones and just do it all in one strip. But you want to make sure you use painter's tape, and make sure the walls are clean. You want to make sure that they're clean, because if there's any oils on them, your paint will peel. So make sure you get like a sea sponge with a little bucket of water with a little bit of slope. Make sure you strain it out real well, squeeze it real tight. That way you get as much water and stuff out as possible, and just go over the walls. Okay, so we finished the final stages of prepping, which was taping off the areas that we do not want to paint, because then it wouldn't look good. Keep in mind, clean, crisp lines is what you want. So make sure that tape is perfectly aligned straight. Okay, so before we completely paint the wall, we want to do what we call painting the tape. Basically, you're going to throw a thin coat, not heavy. What that paint does is it secures that tape down to the wall. That way the paint does not bleed through onto your next wall, where it looks uneven and it's actually not very appealing to the eye. We want to stay with the clean, crisp lines. Okay, so after letting the paint on the tape dry for about 15 minutes, you can see it's not going to come up. I'm actually rubbing up against a line with my nail. So it's good, it's sealed. Now it's ready time to go ahead and paint the wall. And we're going to give it two coats. First is basically like your base coat, and the second coat basically just so it looks pristine. Okay, so this is your typical roller. This is what goes on your roller. It's the applicator for the paint. You want to make sure you load it really good on your first couple loads. So go ahead and dip it in. And make sure and let that little extra drizzle go off. Come back, and even strokes. As you can see, it used to be completely white. Now you can start seeing the green come in because it's not completely loaded. Like I said, the first couple loads you want to load it down really good.
Why did you do the 2 strips, like separate, not touching each other?
Because you need to feather it out so it's evenly.
Okay.
You don't want to load a huge area and have uneven paint because you'll be able to notice it.
Okay.
Okay, now what we'll do is the feathering. Okay, this is the finished product after putting 2 coats on. Make sure that as soon as you're done painting, you peel away the tape off your trim, the walls, and whatnot. Because if you don't, it'll stick and it will tear off the existing paint or any paint that got left on the tape that's connected to your wall. It'll peel it off. So make sure you peel it when it's wet. As you can see, exact paint line. It's all nice and flush. You can see the differentiation between the colors. This is the new wall, this is the old wall, and that's what happens when you properly tape and use the proper tape method by painting the tape before you paint the rest of the walls. This is when when you paint the tape, you want to make sure that it's completely dry before you start painting, because that way it's completely seared together. If you're painting an entire room the same color, the only thing that you're going to need to tape is your roof and your baseboards. And if you have crown, then you want to tape the crown so you don't get the paint on the crown. Other than that, for all those who watch, I appreciate your views, and I thank you. And